in a significant development for the global economic landscape. Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates officially joined the BRICS organization on January 1, 2024. This expansion marks a pivotal moment for the bloc, which originally consisted of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, who held their first summit in Yekaterinburg in 2009, with South Africa joining a year later. The inclusion of these new members is expected to enhance influence and economic cooperation within the BRICS framework, further challenging the traditional dominance of Western financial institutions. As the BRICS bloc grows, it aims to promote economic growth, stability, and development among its members, potentially reshaping the future of global trade and finance. But does this signify the end of the US dollar's dominance? It remains to be seen if this development will mark a major shift in the global economic order.
In a significant development for the global economic landscape, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates officially joined the BRICS organization on January 1, 2024. This expansion marks a pivotal moment for the bloc, which originally consisted of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, who held their first summit in Yekaterinburg in 2009, with South Africa joining a year later. The inclusion of these new members is expected to enhance influence and economic cooperation within the BRICS framework, further challenging the traditional dominance of Western financial institutions. As the BRICS bloc grows, it aims to promote economic growth, stability, and development among its members, potentially reshaping the future of global trade and finance. But does this signify the end of the US dollar's dominance? It remains to be seen if this development will mark a major shift in the global economic order. Current state of the BRICS organization. As of today, the BRICS organization is thriving and evolving rapidly. With the recent addition of Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates, BRICS now represents a larger and more diverse coalition of emerging economies. This expansion has strengthened the bloc's collective bargaining power on the global stage, allowing for more significant influence in international economic policies and financial institutions. The member countries are increasingly focused on deepening economic integration and cooperation. Key initiatives include the establishment of the New Development Bank, NDB, which finances infrastructure and sustainable development projects within BRICS and other emerging economies. Additionally, BRICS nations are actively working on developing a joint payment system to facilitate smoother trade transactions and reduce reliance on the US dollar. Furthermore, BRICS countries are exploring the creation of a common digital currency, which could further integrate their economies and provide an alternative to existing financial systems dominated by the West. This move is seen as a strategic effort to increase economic independence and resilience. Overall, the BRICS organization is becoming a more formidable player in global affairs, promoting a multipolar world order and seeking to balance the influence of traditional Western powers. While challenges remain, such as geopolitical tensions and economic disparities among member states, the collective efforts of BRICS countries are paving the way for a more inclusive and diversified global economy. But how could that hurt the US dollar? Let's dive in. How this could hurt the US dollar. The expansion of the BRICS organization and their collective push towards economic integration could pose a significant challenge to the dominance of the US dollar in several ways. First, BRICS countries are increasingly trading with each other, using their local currencies or developing new digital currencies. This reduces their reliance on the US dollar for international trade. As more transactions occur outside the dollar system, demand for the dollar decreases, potentially weakening its value and influence. Second, BRICS nations are exploring the establishment of a joint payment system. This system aims to facilitate trade and investment among member countries without using the US dollar. If successful, it could further erode the dollar's role as the primary currency for international transactions, diminishing its global reach and reducing the economic leverage the US currently enjoys. Third, the creation of the New Development Bank by BRICS is another strategic move. This bank provides an alternative to institutions like the IMF and the World Bank, which are traditionally dominated by Western powers and often operate in dollars. By financing projects in local currencies or new digital currencies, the new development bank can reduce the demand for the dollar in global finance. Additionally, central banks around the world might start diversifying their reserves to include BRICS currencies, especially if these digital currencies prove to be stable and efficient. A shift in reserve composition could significantly reduce the dollar's share of global reserves, weakening its status as the world's reserve currency. Lastly, this collective move by BRICS nations can be seen as a strategic effort to reduce U.S. economic and political influence. By minimizing their dependency on the dollar, BRICS countries aim to insulate themselves from U.S. sanctions and other financial pressures, thereby gaining greater economic sovereignty and stability. The BRICS organization is now turning its focus towards the development and implementation of new digital currencies. This strategic move aims to enhance economic cooperation, increase financial independence, and challenge the traditional dominance of the U.S. dollar in international trade. Here's a look at their plans and strategies. Development of national digital currencies. China's digital yuan. Already in advanced pilot stages, the digital yuan is being tested across various cities, with plans for broader implementation. It aims to streamline transactions and reduce dependence on the U.S. dollar. India's digital rupee. India is advancing plans for a digital rupee, focusing on boosting financial inclusion and creating a more efficient and secure payment system. Russia's digital ruble. Russia is developing a digital ruble to enhance transaction transparency and security while reducing reliance on foreign currencies. Brazil and South Africa. Both countries are exploring digital currency options to modernize their financial systems and improve accessibility. Intra-BRICS. Digital currency system. The BRICS nations are considering the creation of a unified digital currency, or a system that allows seamless transactions between their national digital currencies. This would facilitate easier and more efficient trade among member countries, reducing the need for U.S. dollars in their transactions. Enhancing financial infrastructure, joint payment system. BRICS is working on a joint payment system to support the use of their digital currencies for cross-border transactions. This system aims to reduce transaction costs and increase the speed of financial exchanges. Cybersecurity and regulation. To ensure the success of digital currencies, BRICS nations are investing in robust cybersecurity measures and developing regulatory frameworks to oversee digital transactions and prevent fraud. Promoting economic sovereignty. By developing and adopting digital currencies, BRICS nations aim to enhance their economic sovereignty, reducing vulnerability to external financial pressures and sanctions. This move is seen as a strategic effort to gain greater control over their economic destinies. Global influence and stability. The introduction of BRICS. Digital currencies could encourage other countries to consider similar moves, potentially leading to a more multipolar global financial system. This shift could promote greater stability and reduce the risk of financial crises tied to the U.S. dollar's fluctuations. Conclusion. The BRICS organization's focus on digital currencies represents a bold step towards greater economic integration and financial independence. By developing and implementing these new currencies, BRICS aims to reshape the global financial landscape, offering an alternative to the U.S. dollar-dominated system and fostering a more balanced and resilient global economy. As BRICS continues to expand and innovate, the global economic landscape is undergoing a profound transformation. The inclusion of Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates marks a new chapter for BRICS, reinforcing its influence and reach. The organization's commitment to developing digital currencies is a strategic move aimed at enhancing economic cooperation, increasing financial independence, and challenging the dominance of the U.S. dollar. The potential impact on the global financial system is significant. By reducing reliance on the U.S. dollar and creating alternative financial infrastructures, BRICS nations are paving the way for a more multipolar world economy. This shift could lead to greater stability, more equitable growth, and increased resilience against global financial shocks. However, these changes also present challenges and uncertainties. The success of BRICS digital currencies will depend on technological advancements, robust regulatory frameworks, and international cooperation. The world will be closely watching as BRICS navigates these complexities and strives to reshape the future of global finance. In summary, the BRICS organization's bold steps towards economic integration and digital innovation signal a potential shift in the global economic order. As this dynamic group of nations continues to evolve, its efforts to foster inclusive development, political dialogue, and cultural exchange will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the international stage. Thank you for joining us as we explore the evolving role of BRICS in the world economy. Stay tuned for more updates and in-depth analyses on this transformative journey. We see you next time.